These, the 5 vows. Oops, I didn't read the Sanskrit portion. Sutra 31. Jati desha kala samayana vachina sarva bauma, maybe it's bauma, Mahāvratam. Jati desha kala samayana vachina sarva bauma Mahāvratam. I'm pronouncing that right. By class, birth type, place, time, and occasion, circumstance, condition, not limited, qualified or conditioned, extending or applying to all stages, the Great Vow. These, the 5 vows, not conditioned by class, place, time, or occasion, and extending to all stages, constitute the Great Vow. Let's see how long this one is. So this one's not too long. After giving the 5 basic virtues, which have to be practiced by the would-be yogi in the last sutra, Sutra 30, Patanjali lays down another principle in the next sutra, the importance of which is not generally realized. In the practicing of any virtue, there are occasions when doubts arise whether it is feasible or advisable to practice that particular virtue in the particular situation which has arisen. So we're constantly practicing discernment. Do I need to do it now? Do I not need to do it now? Can I detach? Can I not detach? Am I playing a role for someone else, right? Or is this something that is, why is this thing appearing on my path? And how do I engage with it? Considerations of class, place, time, or occasion may be involved in these situations, and the sadhaka may find it difficult to decide what should be done under those circumstances. Discriminative awareness, right? Viveka vairagya, detachment and discrimination. Take for illustration the following hypothetical situations. Here we go. A friend of yours, whom you know to be innocent, is going to be hanged, but can be saved if you tell a lie. Should you tell that lie? Occasion. That's a representation of occasion. Accumulation of wealth and its proper distribution is the dharma of a Vaishya, according to Hindu Varnasrama dharma. Should a Vaishya, who appears to be a yogi, therefore relax his vow with regard to Aparigraha and continue to amass wealth? This is an instance of class, right? Is it your karma to amass wealth, but learn how to be detached from it, right? Your country is at war with another. Should you join the army and agree to kill the nationals of the enemy, as you are required to do? Is it your dharma to do that, and you just have to let go, right? So that's an example of time, right? In that particular, what's happening in that time? How do you engage with that? You have to go to the Arctic region, where it is necessary to kill animals for food. Are you free to modify your vow with regard to Ahimsa in the peculiar circumstances in which you are placed? So that's place, right? Is it your dharma to engage with that at that time and not abstain, because then you're going against your dharma or going against your karma? How do you engage with that, right? Hundreds of such questions are bound to arrive in the life of the would-be yogi, and he may sometimes be in doubt whether the 5 vows are to be practiced strictly or exceptions can be made under special circumstances. This sutra sets at rest all such doubts by making it absolutely clear no exceptions can be allowed in the practice of the Great Vow, as the 5 vows are called collectively. He may be put to great inconvenience. He may have to pay great penalties in the observance of these vows, even the extreme penalty of death. But none of these vows may be broken under any conditions. Even if life has to be sacrificed in the observance of his vow, he should go through the ordeal cheerfully, in the firm conviction that the tremendous influx of spiritual power which is bound to take place under these conditions will far outweigh the loss of a single life. Let me read that again. It's very interesting. He may be put to great inconvenience. He may have to pay great penalties in the observance of these vows, even the extreme penalty of death. But none of these vows may be broken under any conditions. Even if life has to be sacrificed in the observance of his vow, he should go through the ordeal cheerfully, in the firm conviction that the tremendous influx of spiritual power which is bound to take place under these conditions will far outweigh the loss of a single life. He who is out to unravel the ultimate mystery of life has to risk his life in doing the right on many occasions, and considering the tremendous nature of the achievement which is at stake, the loss of 1 or 2 lives does not matter. Okay, wait, isn't that a contradiction? Hold on, let's see what he says. Besides, he should know that in a universe governed by law and based on justice, no real harm can come to a person who tries to do the right. When he has to suffer under these circumstances, it is usually due to past karma, and it is therefore better to go through the unpleasant experience and have done with the karmic obligation for good. Usually the problems which arise are meant only to test us to the utmost, and when we show our determination to do the right thing at any cost, they are resolved in the most unexpected manner. Intention, right? Yeah, I've often heard that only intention matters. It's interesting, and then wow, the mind is crazy, amazing. While in one way, this uncompromising adherence to one's principles makes the observance of the Great Vow not an easy matter and may involve great hardships on occasion, in another way, it simplifies the problem of our life and conduct to a very great extent. It illuminates completely the difficulty of deciding what has to be done under all kinds of situations in which the sadhaka may find himself. Excuse me. The universality of the vow leaves no loopholes through which his mind may tempt him to escape, and his course of action on most occasions will be quite clear. He can follow the right path unhesitatingly, knowing that there is no other path open to him. Right? It's not an option to have the ice cream, Melissa. It's not an option to have the coffee. You're not doing it anymore. Because it's creating a disturbance in your mind. You know it's not right for you. Every time you engage with it, you have disturbance in your mind, right? Ah, wow. Wow. I've been struggling with this. When did I write that in this book? It had to be 20 years ago. Seriously, 22 or 23 years ago. I think I was reading this book in 2002. And I wrote that in here 23 years ago. And I'm still struggling with it. Whoa, it's a major one. I did give it up for a while. I have given it up several times, like throughout the last 23 years. But I always came back to it. Isn't that interesting? All right. It should be noted, however, that though there is insistence on doing the right, the interpretation of what is right is always left to his discretion. He has to do what he thinks to be right, not what others tell him. If he does wrong, thinking it to be right, nature will teach him through suffering, but the will to do the right at any cost will progressively clear his vision and lead him to the stage where he can see the right unerringly. Seeing the right depends upon doing the right, hence the tremendous importance of righteousness in the life of the yogi. Wonderful. Okay, let's see if the next one, well, the next one's pretty long, so I think I should save that for the next, 32. And I think that we read this one, I think it was referred to in a previous video. So I did read, not the summary, but yeah, this next one's gonna be a long video. So let's save it for the next one. 32, purity, contentment, austerity, self-study, and self-surrender constitute observances. So we're gonna go into great detail on all of those. Wonderful. Okay, thank you for joining me